Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, you guys know the drill. If you guys please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. You guys can leave a comment down below. I don't care what it is. It super helps the channel out. Now today in the shop on the lift, we actually have a 2017 Nissan Titan. Now this is the Platinum Reserve Edition. This vehicle got in a slight little fender bender where the vehicle came in underneath, and it actually, if you look kind of here, you can kind of see his exhaust system's actually bent and it's kind of shoved almost into the tire. Well, this vehicle did have a mud flap and a fender flare, so it was right up into it, melted the mud flap. But anyways, kind of tweaked the whole bedside, put a little bow in the panel right here. We discovered there was another little ding up there from previous damage, so we went ahead and fixed that as well. Sean went ahead and already got this repaired and got the whole thing prepped out and partially masked, kind of ready to drive in the spray booth. And right now we have it on the lift to do the exhaust system. Now I didn't really time this thing out the best, so it's kind of ready to go in the booth in the morning. But first things first, when Mikey gets here, I'm gonna have him go ahead and replace his exhaust. Mikey's really good at exhaust, really efficient, really fast. I'm sure it's gonna be no problem. This is a direct bolt-on replacement kit. You can kind of see he's already had some muffler tips already kind of welded into place. Now you can see the bracket here is even kind of just hanging off. And now we could have repaired this, you know, we could have cut and kind of welded in some new bends and went ahead and put the tips back on. But it's a lot of monkeying around, and for a truck like this, it's this guy's baby. We really wanted to give him a good product, so we went ahead and ordered a fairly inexpensive MBRP 3-inch catback exhaust system. Now they make this exhaust system in stainless and all sorts of different options. You can kind of see that we just kind of have the galvanized steel kit. It does come with a polished stainless tip. It says MBRP on it. Comes with several pieces. You can kind of see it's all beveled, ready to kind of slide into each other. All the flanges look pretty good. You can see here we got a stamped MBRP muffler. We got bends, we got hangers, we got instructions. This is the S5408. This fits 2016 to 2020 Nissan Titan XD models with 5.6 liter. And this is the single side. Like I said, they make several different styles of exhaust and out of different materials for this truck. But anyways, there's the instructions. It gives you some clamps, some nuts, stuff like that. Pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy, but you can see here we already got it up on the lift. I got it ready. I went ahead and took some PB blaster and crawled up under here, and right after the catalytic converters, I went ahead and sprayed down the hardware in hopes that right there that it'll come a little bit looser, easier, I guess, when Mikey's messing with it tomorrow. The rest of it's all going to be cut out, so we'll go ahead and just break these bolts loose and start bolting the new kit on. And as soon as that's complete, we'll go ahead and lower it down. We'll get things switched around in the spray booth. Sean will get this thing bagged, and we'll go ahead and get the paint mixed up, and we'll go ahead and color this thing out and blend out the pearl and bury it in clear, and we'll go ahead and assemble it and get it out of here. So first things first, we'll get the exhaust done and get it out of here. Now you can see how dirty the coupe is. This is just in here for storage at night. I like to keep this thing in here, of course, at night. Don't ever leave this thing outside, but it's just been getting coated with dust. Now this car actually is freshly detailed. The last time I drove it, you can actually see it still looks really good. It's just a little light layer of dust, so it really needs a car wash. Today is definitely not the day to wash any cars. You can see here we do have a little bit of snow on the ground. It was snowing all morning. We probably had about, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 inches of snow, but it did warm up, kind of started raining and melted away. So now the sun's out. I don't know, it's Washington, what can you say? But anyways, coupe's under there. We're gonna go ahead and get a few parts coming for this soon. We are gonna be changing the oil pan. I'm gonna get a Moroso oil pan with a 10N fitting already on the bottom, so we can go ahead and reanalyze our oil drain and feed. And we're gonna go ahead and try to fix a couple of the leaks and the smoking issue from feeding too much oil. So hopefully the pan and re-analyzing the feed and the drain will go ahead and fix those couple of problems, and we'll get a hold of Jamie at Boosted Northwest, and we'll go ahead and go do some more tuning with this thing and really dial her in so we can really get some good seat time in this thing this summer. Now, right behind it, you can see our Fast and Furious Jetta replica. Now, this car is basically 99.9% finished. You can see we still don't have the graphics. I did have a few things revised and by Modern Image, so shout out to Modern Image. Super good company, super awesome people. I'm working with Jonathan there, and he just took care of us completely all the way around. And so we are waiting for the side graphics. They should hopefully be here maybe by the end of this week, and we'll go ahead and figure a date out, and we'll go ahead and get those applied. I did have them kind of just modified and fixed for our replica build. And you can see we already have the Toyota tire stickers, the MI for the Modern Image on the front. And anyways, we also have some clips coming for the drip rails. What else? We do have a coolant leak. And unfortunately, it's coming out of our brand new radiator. So it kind of just was a little bit of a buzzkill with this thing. So we didn't really work on it last week. So we took a week off of working on this thing. But we do have a brand new radiator to replace our brand new radiator. And of course it's warrantied out. We do believe that we have a defective radiator. The bevel on the inlet and the outlet was only on partial of it, so it could cause the hose to leak. We're not sure, it could be cracked. But anyways, we have a brand new radiator. We're gonna go ahead and replace that with. The unfortunate thing about that is to replace the radiator in these cars, the entire front end has to come apart. Normally that wouldn't be a big deal, but when you have fresh showroom quality paint, it's a real big bummer. This grill is an aftermarket grill, and it's made of plastic, and you could really break it really easily if we're not careful. So worst case scenario, we'll break a grill, grab a new one, paint it, throw it back on. But once we get that grill off, the bumper will come right off, and of course the core support will come loose, and it's a pretty easy peasy job after that. But unfortunately, we do have to do the radiator. That'll be the last thing. Once we have that done and we have this thing, the coolant system bled, and we can go ahead and give this thing a run down the road, make sure everything's operating okay. Then again, we can go ahead and schedule it in for an alignment, and we can also schedule it in for tint. We are going to do a very mild tint job on this vehicle, just kind of like a smoke out the windows. We're not doing them black. We're not doing them very dark, very light tint. But we are going to get this thing out to Pro Tint and have Rafa do a little tint job, and then get this thing over for alignment, get everything squared up, and then hopefully the graphics will be here and we'll just be finished all at the same time. So there you have it. Super happy with how that's coming out. I have a pile of parts here. These are the Acura RDX wheels. Super pumped to give you guys an update on those. The wheels did fit. They look awesome. They do need spacers, so I do have 25 millimeter spacers coming. They should be here today or tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and install that. Center cap should be here Thursday, Acura center caps, and they should look really awesome, and I'll give you guys an update on the RDX as well. Super pumped to get some content with that as well. But here are the OEM Acura RDX wheels. I do have these sold this weekend, so there should be someone coming to get these. You can see here we have some strut tower brackets for a strut tower bar. Now this is for a JDM 180 SX Nissan. Now these need to be blue in color. And you can see here is the top part of the tie bar. We already repaired it and refinished it. Looks amazing. We also have a front lip for a 2023 Nissan. I don't even know what it is, but it's a JDM car from the import guys. So we have a few parts for the import guys that we're doing up. This is gonna have to have a Nissan decal put right here. So we did the center part section silver, and we're gonna go ahead and do these blue and get it back to Dylan over at the import guys, and as well as get this painted up to match his new vehicle. You can see here we have the Land Cruiser grille back. We went ahead and did the inner letters silver. Very difficult, had to tape all those off individually with some fine line masking tape. I had 16th inch masking tape, 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch fine line. Didn't really take all that long, really. I probably have about an hour into taping off the letters, and about 30 minutes into spraying it. So not a big deal. I do got to finish untaping this carefully, and I'm gonna go ahead and come in where I couldn't really tape between a couple of letters and do a little bit of touch up with a brush and pull my art skills out and go ahead and clean up the details. But overall, that looks pretty good. The customer was twisted between that and a decal. Special T said that a decal would be a bad idea, so we went ahead and did the best we could painting, and I think the customer will be super happy with that. We think it looks really good. So we just got some part stands sitting here inside the spray booth. I'm gonna go ahead and walk around because I just literally finished spraying this about 45 minutes ago. So I'm gonna jump inside the spray booth and show you that we have a 2019 Ford F-150. Now this is for a car lot customer of ours, and it just kind of had a little bit of a dented up bedside, which these bedsides are aluminum, so they're very difficult to repair. You need a lot of special tools to repair these that we don't actually have. So we are very limited to what we can and can't do with aluminum panels as of right now. But in this case, we were lucky enough to be able to do a repair on this and save them from spending about $3,000 to $4,000 on a replacement bedside. So we went ahead and refinished it in the YZ white, and we have a brand new Ford off-road FX4 decal to stick on the side here once we get it assembled and detailed. So there you go. Came out super clean, looks perfect. We'll go ahead and throw the bumper and the gas door back on that tomorrow, get it detailed up, and get it sent on its way, and another one will be getting dropped off. So out here on the body side, you can see I have my Del Sol pulled in. Now this car kind of sits in and outside here and there. You can see it was outside earlier today, covered in the snow, so it's kind of melting, so it's absolutely filthy, guys. I love driving this car. This car is my daily driver in the spring, summertime. Other than that, it pretty much sits in the winter. I've had this car for many, many years now. I got collector plates for it. We have a Subaru Impreza hood scoop fabricated in there. I went ahead and painted the whole car in Lamborghini lime green pearl. You can kind of see I have some custom F1 style fenders that we went ahead and did. We have the Type R style front lip on there, and we just got brand new glass on this thing recently. Hasn't even really been driven. So yesterday we went ahead and pulled it in, did the Falcon livery, and we went ahead and put some brand new wiper blades on there as well. But super happy with how everything is looking on this car. This car's been driven a lot, and for how much it's been driven, it's in super good shape. I literally have like maybe two small rock chips. Not a big deal. We're gonna go ahead and rip off these old tire lettering stickers, and we're gonna go ahead and paint them on like the right-hand drive Turbo Civic Coupe. As you can see there, they're a little bit bigger, a little more vibrant. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of those tire stickers and do it with paint, which is what we should have done the first time. I do not like the tire stickers anymore. They're expensive and they just don't hold up. So basically, I've kind of reanalyzing this thing. I've kind of gone back and forth with wanting to turbo it or not. It does have the Z6 rebuilt engine that was originally in that coupe that was turbocharged for years, and it was very, very fun before we went B16 turbo with nitrous. So I do have the D16 Z6 in this that I would like the turbo. Now, one of the things that's held me back from turboing the car in the past is it's now that it's a collector's vehicle and it's actually in really, really good shape. It is a custom. I do take really good care of this thing. I really didn't want to chop up my bumper behind, even though I can do a clean job, you know, notching the grill in the back part to get the intercooler to fit. I really didn't want to cut my wheel liners and stuff like that because this car's super, super clean under the hood. I'm gonna go ahead and get inside and pop the hood. Now it's very dirty from sitting, guys. So as far as clean, I mean, put together like OEM. So you can see, besides just needing to be washed and from the dirt and stuff, it looks really good. So we do have a full stainless header and catback exhaust system, and we do have a little short ram intake, and we do have an aluminum radiator because this car was wrecked before, so we did have to do a new core support on it. So we did go with an aftermarket radiator at that time. Like I said, this motor was inside that coupe turboed before, so it's already ARP studded, fully rebuilt, great compression. I would like to service the timing belt and the water pump here shortly too as well before I do that. And It's already tapped down there on the oil pan. And so besides changing the fuel pump and some injectors, this thing is ready for a turbo kit. Now, being that I don't want to chop up the wheel liners and the bumper and stuff like that, and we do happen to have a Subaru Impreza hood scoop, we do have very limited space, but there might be just enough space to put a very small intercooler right up here, just like the Acura RDX has. And so I am going to be looking into seeing what kind of space we do have here realistically, and what we could fit. So I might make up a little template and actually put a little box here and kind of figure out what kind of clearance we have to see if it's possible or not. But it would be super cool to utilize our hood scoop, and it would kind of make it a little bit of a sleeper, and it would be really fun to turbo this thing. And so basically I did post a poll on the community part of YouTube and asked you guys if you guys would like to see me turbo this or move on to the next project, or both. I'm kind of willing to do whatever. The car is fun how it is. I don't need to turbo it, but we do think that putting a little mild turbo setup on this would be pretty fun, and it would be pretty fun to do something a little bit different and do like a top mount intercooler setup. We could put spacers underneath the hood too, to lift the back of the hood up too, to give us just a little extra clearance if we have to. But I think it'd be super cool to do a little top mount intercooler that was functional with that hood scoop. So tell me what you guys think in the comments of that. So this thing is, we're getting ready to detail this thing up as soon as daylight savings hits, and we will be detailing this thing a lot more. If we do turbo it, we are going to do a few videos on that as well. And this spring we're going to be getting out and driving not only the Del Sol, but we're going to be getting out the Fast and Furious Jetta, the right-hand drive turbo Civic Coupe, and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and step in here, and you can see I'm going to go ahead and start this thing. Now you can see that we do have the dash overlay from Old Souls. Looks awesome. So shout out to Old Souls. They hooked us up with the color matched green. Instead of the Samba green, we went ahead and did a lighter version of the green and took apart the cluster and put that in. So super cool. We also have a tablet on the dash for Bluetooth data logging and Bluetooth data display, using the Tuner View app in the Google Play Store. And that's all done through a Bluetooth chip that was done by Boosted Northwest. So if you guys want to get like a tablet display like that, you can actually take that out of the vehicle and have under the hood while you're actually working on your car, and actually see live data readings of the engine and the sensors and stuff like that. So super cool. You can also do videos and stuff like that too. So it's pretty cool. I will be uploading some videos in the future of, it'll have like a little dash overlay and gauges. So it kind of looks like a little video game, and we can put those directly in our videos and onto YouTube. So we'll be doing that in the future. So there's a link in the description to boostednorthwest.com. That's where you guys want to get all your chips, your burners, stuff like that, ECUs, anything like that. If you guys need any help, just reach out to them. Jamie at Boosted Northwest has helped me do everything as far as tuning on the Del Sol and the right-hand drive turbo Civic Coupe. So definitely hit him up if you guys need some help on your guys' Hondas. He is expanding as well. So anyways, there you go. My girl got me this cool Insta freshener for Christmas. You can see it's of her in a bikini. So super pumped to hang that up. It's kind of like a green bikini, so I figured it would be the best in here. So we're gonna go ahead and hang that up this spring, but I don't want to hang it up until I'm actually driving the car. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about turboing the Del Sol. I would love to turbo it. This thing has over 300,000 miles. You can see there we are actually representing that we are 300K plus. And of course it's been rebuilt and pretty much completely refurbished, but the car has over 300K on the body. So let me know what you guys think in the comments as far as turboing that. Like, share, comment. If you guys haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron though, or like Lonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.